the UK to stand with you in solidarity for the oppressed people of Bahrain. I can think of no better place to do this, because this is a land where people understand the importance of freedom and who understand the struggle against oppression and pain. This time last year, I didn't know very much about Bahrain. I didn't know where it was. It's a little island next to Saudi Arabia. It's got a small population, just over 1 million. And in that island, there's many hundreds of thousands of oppressed people that live under a dictator regime, Al Khalifa regime. The Prime Minister there has been Prime Minister for over 40 years. He is the longest standing Prime Minister in the world. He rules the country with his family, his rich family, who do not want democracy, but fear that they will lose their riches and their power. Last year, in February, starting February the 14th, the people of Bahrain gathered at the Pearl Roundabout. They just wanted their human rights. They just wanted freedom of speech. They wanted freedom from torture and arbitrary arrest. And they wanted the right to choose their own government. That's all they wanted. They were peaceful protesters. Because they came together in peaceful protest, asking for democracy, they were punished in a very, very brutal way. One night, everybody gathered at the roundabout. Men, women and children. And they went to sleep at the roundabout, hopeful that their country was about to reform and their rights would be granted, their human rights. And instead, the Saudi army attacked the roundabout brutally with tear gas and bird shots, and many, many people were injured. Some people were killed, but the injuries were catastrophic. And all those injuries were taken the best they could to the Salmania medical complex. It was difficult for them to get there because even ambulance drivers were stopped from reaching them, and ambulance drivers and medics were brutally beaten. The medic and the hospital were horrified, but they worked through the night, day after day, to treat the most horrific injuries. And they were horrified, and rightly so. And some of them spoke up about what they had witnessed. And for that, they were arrested in the middle of the night. Masked gunmen barged into their homes in the middle of the night in front of their children and took these doctors away. They beat them and they tortured them. They tortured them with the most horrific ways that you cannot imagine. Many of them were electrocuted. They were degraded, they were treated like animals and asked to do the most disgusting things. And these were doctors and nurses and medics, the most honourable people and